Joe Cole is the next James Bond. You heard it here first, folks.
Guys, I'm so excited that Gangs of London is coming back. I absolutely love the first season. My first question is, are you guys on speaking terms after what happened at the end of season 1? Because that was cold, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Brutal.
Listen.
I'm still not talking to him.
Okay.
No.
Sometimes there are things you have to do. Okay? There are things that you have to do. But just remember that Ed Dumani has the class, the dignity, and the endurance to survive whatever happens.
I mean, it was weird because I was kind of rooting for you, but I also hated what you did.
Well, there you go, you see?
That is weird.
There you go.
Very weird.
There you go.
Did you have any idea that it would become the hit it became? Because it felt like we were all watching it during lockdown.
Yeah, you never do know, do you? You just trust your instincts and hope, that your show's going to be received and people are going to like what you did. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't happen, but we were very lucky to find that there was an audience who seemed to lap it up.
Yeah.
They're totally unexpected. I mean, I expect very little in life in general, but yeah, I don't think I ever could have imagined that it would kick off the way it does. I mean, you always hope that it does. You hope that the years of work that you've put into making this series are appreciated. One of my friends actually watched the whole series as soon as it dropped. I think it dropped at midday.
Yeah.
And by 9 o'clock he'd finished the whole series. And I was just like,
What?
I kind of appreciate your enthusiasm for the work, but do you know how long that took us to make?
Yeah.
You must have needed counselling after that, because that's an intense 9 hours.
But yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it's really encouraging and heartening that people have responded to the series in the way that they have.
So obviously in season 1 we see a lot of gruesome deaths. Eyes being gouged out, someone entombed in concrete, which I genuinely can't stop thinking
It's
about.
a nightmare, isn't it?
It's madness.
Do you ever go around shopping malls now and be like, every time you see columns, you're like, you're right in there.
Do you know what? There's flats being built opposite us, and I'm like, no.
How many bodies?
Bodies in there.
So yeah, what is the most? Oh my god, I can't believe I've just seen that death scene in season 2.
Well, that'd be a spoiler.
Cool. I'll tell you
Can't give
this,
those away.
we can't give away details because that would give it away, but there is a lot. And I would also say I think I've filmed I've filmed the death scene I'm most proud of filming in my career in this season. But there's a lot of deaths, and it's important, I think, to kind of honour the characters, in those moments.
I mean, we got a lot of actions. We got a lot of blood, a lot of violence as well. I mean, we have to accept this is not a fairy tale show that with rainbows and stars, and this is still a gang slam territory, which we're gonna see on the next season. And I can say only a bit of it. It's an eye-blowing stuff this time, with a lot of blood,
I wouldn't say that there is a moment that is to come where I remember as it was being put together going, this is what is going to be shocking about this is that it is actually possible. It's actually this is I think that's what's going to be the horror of it. Without giving too much away.
You're doing very well. You're doing very well.
It was one of those moments where, even though we were already in the motion of it over 2 days, and when it came to a particular moment, we all gathered behind the monitor to watch playback, and absolutely everybody who had seen it, who had been part of it, we all just went, ooh.
Yeah.
Can you give me any hint?
No.
Body part? No. Weapon? Nothing. Okay, fair enough.
Just watch all of Lucy and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
So, Ṣọpẹ, along with the deaths, another huge talking point was the incredible action scenes. And I've heard you say before, you did 95% of the stunts in season 1. Was there a stunt in season 2 where you're like, nope, that's not happening?
There is one I can think of, but only you'd just been so put through the absolute ringer, and I was pushing for it. And it was just a table crash.
Oh no! I wanted to do that, man. I was really furious.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
So there's a moment where Elliot crashes into a table, and for me, it's super innocuous. The table was the same height as the chairs we're sitting on now. What could possibly go wrong? But many things could go wrong. If that table doesn't break and you're impaled, then you can't shoot afterwards. So, yeah,
most of the time it's the opposite. It's trying to stop him from doing stuff, and he goes for it, and it looks amazing.
No, I take great pride in it. And Tim was very complimentary on one of the sequences, especially where it's
Tim Connolly, the action designer,
where he's like, every other time I've wanted to do something like this, we'd had to use a double, and then you have to cut away and change the angle. And so I take great pride in being able to facilitate the ease of shooting some sequences, because you don't have to hide my face. It actually is me. But yeah, man, like, I want to do as much as possible all the time.
So one of the things I've learned about Gangs of London is that no character is safe. So be honest, when you guys get the script, do you fast forward to the end of the script just to make sure you're alive for the next episode?
Do you know, it's interesting. There will always be spoilers and shocks and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And you don't always know what's coming.
No.
But,
It is exciting. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily nerve-wracking. It's exciting, you know. Yeah. But then, you know, kind of spoiler alert. Sometimes we get a little bit of advance warning, you know. In certain situations, we get a little bit of, you know.
Did you know what was going to happen at the end of season 1?
No, we didn't, did we? Not originally.
No.
I can't remember. I
knew.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. Tell the woman nothing. You know what I mean?
I used to, you know. I used to be like, what's the last page 40 of an 80-page script? Like, what's... And then you get the next one, it's like, oh, okay, cool. And then die. But, yeah, I mean, that peril is as good for the audience as it is for us. You know, it keeps us on our toes. You know, we've got to get Corin coffees and got whatever he needs to make sure he keeps us in the next series.
Text him every day, but like, you're the best.
How you doing, man? Do you want me to pick you up? What can I get you?
Exactly.
You live for another episode.
Corin, the first season received so much critical acclaim for its direction, and it was even compared to the likes of like Tarantino for its fight scenes. As a director, where does that rank as like the amount of praise you can get?
That's it, isn't it?
It's the pinnacle, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, that's a lovely thing to learn, and I must say, you know, credit to Gareth, who's the master of action himself as well. So, but yeah, no, I think we're influenced and inspired by, you know, different action sequences we've seen, and different styles, and Asian martial arts, and the Korean revenge, and, you know, blockbusters, and wanting to put our own stamp on it. So I've tried to like really push things as far as I can go, take it to the next level, make it the most dangerous show on television.
I love that. Did Quentin ever reach out to you and be like, hey, because I know he watches everything.
I think I'm good friends with Edgar Wright, and I'm fairly sure Edgar told me that Quentin loved the show. So yeah.
I mean, that's the scoop. I'm going to go.
Maybe hold off until I've double checked, but that's what I remember. Yeah. Or maybe Edgar told him he should watch the show.
Go with the first one, like, and if he hasn't, he's just like, I didn't say that, then maybe he'll watch it.
I think he said, I just told Quentin he should watch the show, is probably what Edgar said.
That's fine. Well, we'll cut into whichever works best in the edit.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just incredible fight scenes in season 1. I want to ask you so many questions about this, but like for you, Orli, like the training routine must be intense, right?
Oh gosh, this guy gonna kill me, I said, you know, because of that kitchen fight. It's gonna kill on my own house, basically. So a few days later, he called me again and said, how good you are with swimming. Can you swim? How many minutes you can hold your breath inside the swimming pool? And I said, oh, this guy gonna doubt me again now. I'm gonna die in my own house. But everything went fine, and we've been prepared with the stunt team around 5 weeks. And with their help, incredible work of them, we try to survive, basically.
And finally, obviously, we all know what happens to Sean in season 1, but I have to ask you, and be honest, does Joe Cole make an appearance, or is that like the last we've seen of Sean?
Joe Cole is the next James Bond. You heard it here first, folks.
I would love to see that. He's got it. He's absolutely got it.
We miss and love Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have had to soldier on without him.
I like that. So no flashbacks, nothing like that?
You'll have to watch.
That's great. That's an amazing place to end.
Things it makes you do. What does it feel like?
London belongs to us.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kevin Hart.
Hi, my name's Eric Stonestreet.
Hi, I'm Margot. I'm Journey.
I'm James McAvoy.
I'm Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm Rebel Wilson.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm going to be translating some Scottish tweets for It's Gone Viral.
On It's Gone Viral.
Ooh. On It's Gone Viral.